Hey everyone, LA's worst fire ever is still burning. This is the latest update on the devastation in Malibu.
And welcome to your world. I'm Trace Gallagher. We are live in Malibu. This is lower Malibu. If you went down the Pacific Coast Highway here about a half a mile, that's Santa Monica. More importantly, right behind us in these mountains, that is where the Palisades Fire is burning. That is Pacific Palisades. We're talking about 11,000 plus acres that have burned right now. The Associated Press now reporting that it is the most single destructive fire in the history of Los Angeles. You're talking about in this area, some 50, 60,000 people who have evacuated. You look over here, this was the Topanga Ranch Motel. It is now gone. On the other side of the Pacific Coast Highway is the ocean, and the homes on the other side, most of them up and down, are gone. And then you have the Eaton Fire, which is in Pasadena, Altadena. It is also above 10,000 acres now. They've got at least hundreds of homes there, 1,000 homes in the Palisades destroyed, and other structures. And about 35 minutes ago, we took a drive up the road here and got deeper into Malibu to give you an idea of exactly how fast this fire is moving. Watch this. I want to give you an idea of how fast this fire was moving in the early hours. You see this hillside here, how it was burned all the way down. The winds were 70 plus miles per hour. This is the Pacific Coast Highway. Right now we are in southern Malibu, just north of Pacific Palisades, that was devastated. Let's just let these fire vehicles go across and we'll walk across the road. So the fire came down this hill and then it crossed over Pacific Coast Highway. You can see some of the power lines here. This pole was burned in half. And as you walk over here, you can see the oceanfront homes here. This one is clearly still on fire. There's not a lot of water in this area, so as you go down the line, there's not really a lot that fire crews can do to protect the rest of these homes. But if you come over here, you can see the ocean and the oceanfront homes, multi-million-dollar oceanfront homes. And as far as the eye can see down here, it is home after home destroyed, burned to the ground. And this is Malibu, where the crux of the fire hasn't even gotten to yet.
Hey guys, that's the latest update there from Malibu. California's wildfire crisis isn't just a natural disaster though, guys. And that's really what I wanted to mention here, because it's a man-made failure. And you might be thinking, well, how can a natural disaster be a man-made failure? And of course, our prayers are with all the victims of this terrible disaster. But there's been years of mismanagement, years of overregulation. And again, maybe the question is, how can you prevent this kind of thing? Well, it really boils down to one thing, and that is that California has neglected proper forest thinning for years. And it's left the state vulnerable. A lot of more Republican states manage their forests. They go in, they thin them, they make sure that the growth isn't it's not overgrown, so that you can't have these insane fires that just spring up and then just go crazy. They do controlled burns, things like that, to keep forests from being a fire threat. California doesn't believe in this at all. They preach against it, in that they think that forests need to just go the natural way, and that these fires are in some way natural and part of the regular order. And it's really a bunch of environmental baloney, because managed forests are healthier than forests that are left naturally, right? People go in there and they put some sense, some logic behind it, and they start saying, hey, this could be a risk for a wildfire. Let's do something about this forest or that forest. And, you know, it's something that you see all the way across the left coast, or the west coast, I should say. California, Oregon, Washington, they're all guilty of the same thing. And because of that, you see these insane fires. Yeah, Colorado is really bad about this, and that they just don't manage their forests. Other states, Republican states, they manage their forests, and you don't see wildfires like this. This is just so sad, and it's it hurts me because what is the left going to do? They're going to point their finger at global warming and they're going to blame it on the right. They're going to blame it on the Republican, the conservatives, and say, see, because you pulled out of this accord, because you did this, because you didn't support our global warming agendas, now our forests are burning down and people are losing lives and homes. And it's really just not true. The reason that sometimes these things just happen, of course, and it's a natural disaster and there's nothing you can do. But California's not doing anything to help themselves by just getting in there and managing the forest. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. And it would make things so much better. I noticed in that video, did y'all see that? 0% containment. 0%. They have no control over the situation. It's absolutely insane. I hope that it resolves. I mean, let's pray for rain, guys, because it's crazy. It's insane. I just can't imagine what this could turn into if they don't get control right now. It's already the biggest fire ever there in LA. It's time for us to prioritize responsible land management. It's time to put practical solutions ahead of political agendas so that maybe we can start avoiding some of this. And again, sometimes you just can't avoid it. Sometimes it's just a natural disaster. And I don't want to make a political statement about every disaster that happens. I just really felt while I was watching this, man, if they just have some common sense, policies, they might have been able to prevent at least lessen how bad this was. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, leave a like. The likes really do help out the channel. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps this video get shown to more people. Also, subscribe. More videos like this. Every day I'm coming to you with a new video on what is happening in our world. Try to bring it to you from a conservative Christian perspective. All right, guys, y'all have a great rest of your day. Let me know in the comments real quick. Let me know in the comments what you think about this disaster. Could we have prevented it? Is it completely unpreventable? How would we have prevented it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let's start the conversation. All right, y'all have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.